Hey guys, you are watching a thommostech video, and today we are going to be looking at the Ulefone Note 14. So quite a new entry into the phone market. It's a very budget model. I'm guessing you're watching this video because you want to find out if it's any good and worth the money. So hopefully I'll answer those questions for you. First things first, we will have a look around the box. Got a nice colourful image of the phone on the front there. Just flip round to the back. I've just got information about who has imported it. On the underneath, you have got the IMEI number. Don't need to see that. And then just on the top, we've got some specs. So it's a Ulefone Note 14, 16GB edition. And it's got a MediaTek Helio A22 chipset, 3GB of RAM, 16GB of storage. That's quite low. 6.52 inch HD plus display, dual 8 megapixel main camera and 5 megapixel front camera. It's got face unlock, a 4,500 milliamp hour battery, and it comes with Android 12. So let's get that out of the box right now. And when we open the box, we are presented with the phone itself in a nice Ulefone branded bag. And there is the phone, with a sticker on the front, but we'll come back to that. See what else is in the box. We've got a SIM tray tool there, so we can get to the SIM tray, and we can put a micro SD card in there as well. Then the usual sets of guides that you get with Ulefone phones. So instructions of phone charging, warranty card, safety prompt card, and then a quick guide, which just tells you what all the buttons are, that kind of thing. But I'm going to do that on this video anyway. And then we get a case, a nice clear one that is the right shape for the phone. And we get USB-C charging cable and a USB-C, well, a USB charger. So we'll just have a quick look at that. And you should be able to read that. It outputs at 5 watts, that is all. So it's not a fast charger or anything like that. It's just your very basic charger. First things first, we'll just peel off this protective film. And all that had written on it is just the same information that's on the box. So on the back, we've got another sticker by the looks of things. And it just tells you what's in the TF card tray or SIM tray. And so you can get a micro SD card and a dual SIM. So that's quite handy. I've just got a little AI thing there. And then we've got the 2 cameras with a flash. And we'll peel that off as well. There we go. And already I've just put my hand on it and you can see fingerprints are starting to appear. So on the front, we've just got a little camera there. That's not in the display. It's just a cut-out camera, and there's a bit of a chin on there, but we'll see that when I switch it on. It's got a little plastic screen protector on here that's hoovering up my fingerprints, as you can see there. On the top, we have a headphone jack, very handy. And then we've got volume rocker and unlock button. And on the bottom, we have one single speaker there, USB-C, charging port and microphone. And on the other side, we've just got access to the SIM tray, which we need to use the SIM tool for. I do quite like this form factor. Admittedly, plastic, not a great material. It does hoover up fingerprints, but I quite like how the phone feels in my hand. It's got nice curved corners. A bit like some of the latest Apple designs. So clearly you can see where they've got the inspiration from. But it feels nice. It's quite a solid unit. So let's get it powered on. We'll take a look. My very initial thoughts of when this has been switched on is it takes absolutely ages to actually boot up. Now I have installed some apps and I've restarted it a couple of times prior to this, and every single time it seems to do it. So I don't know what's going on there, probably a software issue. And then I've just unlocked the phone after booting, and the home screen just took absolutely ages to appear. So I don't know what is going on there, but not very impressed. So swiping through the screens is not too bad. Then you've got the, whatever this is called, I can never remember the name of it, Google Insights or something. I'll just click on an article from there and see how long it takes to load. It's not too bad. Just press home. There we go. So it's quite sluggish is the phone. So I've not installed much on here. The One thing that I have noticed that it comes with is this outdoor tools. And we've seen these before on Ulefone phones. And it's just a few little handy tools for things you can do, like a magnifier, for example. So we'll give the magnifier a go, actually. What I've just got in front of the camera is just the back of a Nintendo Switch Lite. So we're going to use the magnifier to see if we can read this text. I mean, from here, I can read it, but we'll see what the magnifier does. So I'll just bring it into shot. And there we go. So it does work. You've just got to get it at the right height, really, for the camera to work. And then you can zoom in. So it's a bit, there we go. So there, that makes the text quite a lot bigger. That's quite handy, particularly for the partially sighted. It does come with Android 12. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the notification area, but even when you've got no notifications, it just like covers the screen. A few shortcuts there. Nothing we haven't seen before. And what I'll just try now is just playing some YouTube video. This is the Gizmo 7-in-1 USB-C hub, or rather a box that contains it. 3703. Let's have a look what we have. So it is just a mono speaker there, so just on one side. So watch you don't cover that up if you're watching playback. But it does play full 1080p resolution video, so that's quite good. And if I just open the Play Store and just scroll through, see how it responds to that. It's not too bad, a little bit of lag, but it's usable. So camera-wise, just go into the camera app. Hello, that's me. So I'll just change the camera around so we can have a look at what's available. So we've got a few options at the bottom. We've got like night mode, video, and then you've got normal photo and portrait. So I'm guessing that's sort of a bokeh effect. And we've got more. Got pro mode, panorama, GIF, time lapse, intelligent scanning. So I'm guessing that just is a QR code scanner. And there it is, video quality. So we've got full HD, 1080p, 720p, VGA, and CIF. So I will just show you some examples of the video recording on there. But before I do that, just change it onto the other camera where you can see me. Hello. I'm going to settings there, into video quality. It says full HD, so we'll see what that's like as well. This is being recorded on the selfie camera, so the front-facing camera, and you can hear the audio quality here. There's no image stabilization, so if your hand wobbles like that, then it's going to show on whatever it is you're recording. I'm just recording this on the rear-facing camera, so again, no image stabilization, and you can hear the audio quality is pretty terrible. I'm guessing this is recording at 30 frames per second. So yeah, this is what you'd come to expect. Just got a couple of run-of-the-mill selfies here, and then one using portrait mode, and then just an object there just to show you how the colour reproduction is. I don't know if, like me, you had a copy of this book when you were younger, but it is a brilliant story. So I do think Ulefone are a bit behind when it comes to the implementation of Android still, although they have tried to customise it a little bit here. So that's pretty good to see. If we go into About Phone, we get a bit of info. You can see again, it took a while to load up. It's pretty much what it says on the box. So handily, it does tell us how much of the internal storage is in use. So 1.9 gigabytes, that's with next to no additional apps installed. Alright, at this point I just need to interrupt the video. That was actually 1.9 gigabytes free, which is dreadful. We do get the screen resolution on here as well, so it's 720 by 1600. Really would want to see something a bit better than that now. So full HD, possibly, even on these basic spec'd phones. Just additionally in the settings, there's something called DuraSpeed, which it says it helps to boost the foreground app by restricting background apps. Some notifications may be postponed or not received. So DuraSpeed does not restrict background activities of apps switched on in the list. Switch on to allow apps to run in the background, so that's quite good. So they know it's low spec, so they're giving us features on here to try and speed things up. Kind of good. And just when we're looking at the notification area, if we swipe down again, we actually get more information. So that's fairly good. I did wonder, we do have a switch there for auto adjustment of the brightness, so that's pretty good. You can edit what's on here, so you can change what we see, so that's pretty cool. And we can reach settings from there as well. And in the settings, we can also change it so it goes automatically into dark mode or light mode, depending on what time of the day it is. Night light, so I'm guessing this is just going to turn everything pink. Yeah, kind of expected that. We can change the home settings as well. So it's quite customizable, as you can see there. There's different launchers you can have. You can have like an easy launcher. So you can also change the app name length, so whether or not you want them to truncate on one line or have them on multiple lines, which I've now changed. And what's happened is now you can actually read what the apps are called, whereas before you couldn't. So that's quite handy. So a little bit of gaming now. Now I did struggle to download a lot of titles. They just would not download. It just came up that there was an error with the Play Store. So I'm not sure what that was all about. Time for another post-filming edit realisation. The reason I couldn't download the games is because of the lack of space. So the games I was trying to install were larger than the available space. You can add an SD card and use it as internal storage. So it's not the end of the world, but it is just a warning. You probably do need one if you want to play any games. But it wasn't just the odd title, it was many. Usually games that are quite large in size, like Call of Duty Mobile wouldn't install, Asphalt 9 wouldn't install, all the usual ones that I used to test. Yeah, it was pretty obvious, wasn't it? Oops. I have left this in though, just because if you get the phone and you're wondering what's going on, this is it. The Minecraft fortunately would. And you can see here it's okay for a bit of casual Minecraft play. But I wouldn't be trying to throw too much at it because it is a very underpowered phone for this modern age. And there we have it, the Ulefone Note 14. Is it worth buying? If your expectations are low, yes. If your expectations are high, definitely not. There's much better phones out there. I'd probably recommend something pre-owned if you're looking at this very low price range. What is it good for? Well, they've started to improve the camera, I believe. Some of the old Ulefhones that I've looked at, the cameras have been absolutely dire, but some of the results from this are not too bad. But again, if it's a camera you're after, this is not the phone to go for. Gaming wise, when I did finally get something installed, it ran okay. There's one thing I really do like about this phone, and that's the form factor. I like the Apple style curved edges. I do wish some other manufacturers would start doing this, maybe at a slightly higher price point. Because for me, a phone needs to be comfortable to hold, and this form factor is tried and tested so many times and it works brilliantly. The mono speaker, very disappointing. This should be stereo speakers even on the cheapest of devices now. They are media devices, let's face it, so people are going to be watching videos, that kind of thing on there, so really we need stereo sound, please. There's also a distinct lack of any other unlocking other than PIN number or pattern or that kind of thing, or face unlock, but it's not the secure method of face unlock, so it could be spoofed, and I would not trust it to keep my data secure on this device. Here's another phone that is a fingerprint magnet, which we often see at the cheapest of the cheap price point. Very disappointing, but I understand they need to cut costs somewhere, otherwise a very cheap phone turns into a very expensive phone. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you have one of these? Is there something that you think I might have missed off that I could possibly answer down below in the comments? If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, then please do. It does keep me going and it does encourage me to look at other devices of this ilk. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.